So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars in the 12th house of your D9 Navamsa chart, as in what happens when Mars, Mangal, is in the 12th house of your Navamsa chart, which is one of the most important charts in Vedic astrology, which kind of represent the married life of an individual, represents the strength of the planets, represents the core of the planets, represents what a person becomes in their mature state. So that's Navamsa chart. And here you have Mars in the 12th house. So that's what we're going to discuss today. And as always, if you do not know what sign Mars is in and what's its condition in the birth chart, along with all your astrological details, for that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, and link to my academy, Magha Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently teaching planets through nakshatras and ascendant through nakshatras. So let's get started with this particular placement of Mars in the 12th house. So Mars in the 12th house. So 12th house represents the house of sleep, bed pleasures, expenses of the marriage, travel that happens through the marriage, and one's spiritual karma that gets invoked through the marriage. So this is, regardless of the sign, this is going to be a bit of a difficult position for an individual. They will always feel this transformation and these deep hidden psychological issues happening in their life, especially through the partner, especially within the context of marriage. And here, Mars can bring in bed pleasures, bring in actually strong, lustful desire in a person. But also the thing is, here Mars can disturb or give experiences against their will, against a person's will. I've also seen quite a bit of physical abuse within the marriage with this placement of Mars. And actually, I was surprised that Mars was in Pisces, the most feminine and spiritual sign, and here Mars, was causing such things. Because you got to understand, when Mars is in the 12th house, it will aspect the 7th house from its 8th aspect. But the 8th aspect is the aspect of transformation, change, It kind of like taking something, destroying it, and trying to mold it into something new. So especially 8th aspect of Mars will always provide strong karma towards that house. And one positive thing we see though with this particular Mars is that no matter how much debt or obstacles that a person is in, they always overcome those obstacles. But let's say if a person is dealing with like some lawsuits, litigation, they will be able to fight those off. They have the strength to fight those things off. Mars in the 12th house. What is that noise? I think my mom is cooking idli and sambar today and vada. So I think she's mixing the coconut, the coconut chutney. And my kids are a little nuts today. Everybody's going nuts, being quarantined. Hey, daddy's working. Much better. So that's one thing Mars does. And one of the things you will notice about Mars is that relationship with the younger sibling will always get affected after marriage. And at the same time, a person's communication becomes extremely harsh. Like a person will be very direct and straightforward and will not want to listen to you. They're going to implement their own laws and logic on everything. So that's one thing. Then the other thing we also see is that a person becomes extremely disciplined towards following instruction of a teacher, mentor, or a guru. One will actually fight for religion, fight for their spiritual belief. But again, this can be quite a harsh position where a person could be very dogmatic. Like for them, everything that they're doing is right. Everything that the other person is doing is wrong. So this is something that you have to watch out for. It's not always a great thing. You have to see the whole character of an individual, that are they really fighting for the right guru even? Are they fighting for the right teacher, or is it just something that they feel that is right? Because Mars can be in that type of a delusion. And one of the things we also see that a person tends to always get some kind of a piece of land in a foreign place. One will purchase a foreign land in a foreign place, meaning, like for example, if let's say you're in India. In India, what happens is you go 200 to 300 miles away from your city, and you've got a completely different language, completely different culture, completely different food, completely different gods that people are believing in. Like I didn't even hear of Dattatreya until I was introduced to like Vedic astrology here in the US. That too only like 5-6 years ago. So you see how there's a huge discrepancy of understanding of cultures and religion. So this can simply mean that if you're in New Delhi, you may get some kind of piece of land in like, let's say Bangalore or Chennai, or let's say Bareilly or something. So that's what Mars will do. But as far as like, sleep is concerned, here Mars shows that a person becomes more active at night than in daytime. This is not a bad or good thing. Like usually you can see such people go into graveyard shifts. They're the ones who are working late night, but in the daytime they're more dealing with family issues or sleeping and relaxing. At night they're just active. So those are the people. They're not like deprived of sleep. It's just that they rather work at night than in daytime. So those are the kind of differences you'll see with Sun and Mars in the 12th house. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the 12th house of your D9 Navamsa chart. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos. And if you want to know where your Mars is placed, all your slots and details, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.